What's up? It's your boy, 24/7 here with 24/7 Fusion Media. When I seen the headline to this article, it made me think about why creatives like Ethan Van Sciver and Richard C. Meyer do their own thing. It's just because of shit like this. Ed Brubaker explains his feud with Marvel over Winter Soldier royalties. It's a fucking shame that he has to sit there and fight with Marvel over something that he created. Right now, Ed Brubaker is churning out some of the best stories of his career with his creator-owned work over at Image Comics with artist Sean Phillips. But to a generation of readers, Brubaker's crowning achievements was reinventing Bucky Barnes as the Winter Soldier. During his landmark Captain America run with artist Stephen Epting, Bucky's shocking return from the dead was an instant success in the mid-2000s. However, Brubaker and Epting feel like they haven't been fairly compensated for their eventual contribution to the MCU. You know what? That's the big issue that's going on with a lot of creatives right now. They've sat there and created so many great characters for Marvel or DC to where these big corporations have bought out Marvel, bought out DC, made TV shows, movies, and cartoons using these characters, and the people that have created them don't get shit for it. It's a sad story that I've heard so many times over. You know what? It's a damn shame. It's a damn shame that things have to go like this. A few weeks ago, Brubaker's beef with Marvel prompted him to confess his mixed feelings over the Falcon and Winter Soldier's premiere on Disney+. However, he had even more to say during an appearance on Kevin Smith and Mark Bernard's Fat Man Beyond podcast. He said, "When I see ads for the show, it actually makes me feel sick to my stomach," said Brubaker. "It's just weird that they're so ungenerous to me. It's especially weird because a lot of them are friends of mine, or people that I thought were friends of mine." But that's so fucked up. Surprisingly, Brubaker claimed that he makes more from his cameo appearance as a lab tech in Captain America: The Winter Soldier than he makes from actually co-creating the character in the first place. Wow, that is so fucked up. He made a cameo in the movie and made more money in the cameo than he did from actually creating the fucking character. The reason why Marvel and DC are in the positions that they're in, they are creatively bankrupt. And the reason why is because they do not want to break bread with the creatives that actually have the talent to create some good shit. They're not willing to break bread with them. So what happens is all the people that made Marvel, and DC that are still alive, they barely work for any of these companies anymore, and there's a reason why. It's because they're not making any money. For all the millions of dollars that Marvel has made, actually over billions of dollars, that Marvel Studio has made by making the movies, they do not take not one red fucking cent of that money, and they put it back into the well that feeds the stories and the imaginations of the movies. And that is the comic books. That's the creatives. That's the people that write the stories and draw this shit. One thing fuels the other, but the movies and the things that are actually making money from these comic book properties are not putting back into what started it all. A lot of creatives are sick, dying in hospitals, have no insurance, no nothing. And these companies won't even go and take care of their own. It's a fucking shame. And that's what Brubaker's upset about. And he has every right to be. You can have the argument, yeah, well, Bucky is a Marvel property, so what is he mad about? It belongs to Marvel. Well, you know what the thing is? Bucky was fucking dead as shit. Bucky more or less is a fucking like a dead Robin. More or less along the lines of like a Jason Todd. Being dead, being killed off as a sidekick and being brought back, from the dead as being his own badass fucking character. Resurrected somehow, come back as a villain, as a bad guy. Red Hood came back, he was a bad guy when he first came back. Same as the Winter Soldier. Damn near sharing the same fucking story, just done in a different way. So he reinvents a dead as fuck ass character, makes him popular as shit, to the point where the character even has his own fucking show now. And the creator can't get nothing from it. He reinvented a dead Marvel property to be a fucking huge smashing hit success. And he makes more money doing a cameo than he did ever working on the fucking comic book and creating the shit out of his own fucking mind. That's why Marvel and DC doesn't get anything creative, is for the simple fact that the people that have the imaginations to create some real worthwhile shit wouldn't dare waste their time in Marvel and DC. Why? Because Marvel and DC wouldn't give them shit for nothing that they create. So I even help DC or Marvel when DC or Marvel is not going to help them back in return. I'm going to sit here and make new shit for DC and Marvel. And at the end, DC and Marvel is going to keep the new shit that I create, give me barely nothing for it, and then fuck me at the end when they decide to turn what I created for them into a movie or a TV show, which is going to make them millions or billions. And I'm going to be old as fuck, no insurance, in a hospital, sick somewhere, trying to fend for myself, knowing I created some good shit that people are watching in the fucking movie theaters, watching in their homes. People are enjoying shit that I create while I'm sitting somewhere fucking dying and nothing to be shown for what I've done. Come on, man. Why the fuck would I give that satisfaction to Marvel and DC? So guess what? Marvel and DC ends up hiring the fucking Daniel Kibblesmiths, and look at what you get. Because they don't want to break bread. They too fucking greedy. Don't want to help out the people that help put their fucking companies together. And fuck them, man. He also compared the situation to that of comedian Dave Chappelle. Last fall, Chappelle expressed his frustration with Netflix for adding Chappelle's show to his streaming library. Subsequently, Netflix agreed to remove the show until his feud with Comedy Central was resolved. But it doesn't look like we can expect a similar resolution between Brubaker and Marvel anytime soon. There's nothing preventing anyone at Marvel from looking over how much the Winter Soldier has been used in all this stuff and calling me and Steve Epting and saying, you know what? We're going to try to adjust the standard things so you guys feel good about this, said Brubaker. Wow, yeah, that's so fucked up, man. Wow, that's just, that's incredible how greedy these corporations are. Right now, you have Disney, who does not even want to pay the folks that wrote the novelizations of movies and properties that they own now. These writers, these artists put their heart and soul into creating a lot of these properties, and none of them don't ever get shit back in return for it. While the companies keep making millions over millions and not once looking back at the people who started it all and giving them not just recognition or props, but giving them the money that they need to fucking take care of themselves. It's fucked up, and that's why Marvel and DC will never be to the point where they were at ever. They'll never be there again, not in the comic book sense. And it's fucking sad, but y'all let me know what y'all think about this in the comment section below. Now that you hear what's going on with Brubaker and his grievances with how he was never fucking properly paid or taken care of for his contributions of giving the world the Winter Soldier, to the point where he's seeing all these fucking movies and these TV shows coming out and he gets nothing for it. It's just fucked up. Like I say, y'all let me know what y'all think about this in the comment section below. Please. Share, like, and subscribe if you haven't already. It's your boy, 24/7 with 24/7 Fusion Media. And I'm out. Peace.